Welcome. My name is AnaBelle Elliott, and you're watching my demo reel. Now, I know it isn't completely common for one to anchor one's demo reel, but I've got time. We've got a mixture of local politics, some social media packages straight from Capitol Hill. So there's a lot of tension in the room. Every Democrat who walks through, the press flocks to them. People are looking for answers, and people are looking for where the Democrats stand right now as far as Biden running. Interviewing people like Ted Cruz. Do you think we're going to be seeing a watered-down Trump this time around?
I don't think it's possible to water down Donald Trump.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, and later, bee stings, taekwondo, guns, and even voting. Some work I've done for my marketing job, trying out different organizations at Texas State University's campus. Now, I know that you're busy, and I'm excited, so let's get straight to it. An important local music venue was told to turn their music down for good. City Hall looked like a packed concert this evening. It's AnaBelle here. We're at City Hall. The time is now 9 o'clock. The meeting began at 6. The topic, Tantra Coffee House. On Tuesday, November 19th, regulars of Tantra Coffee House showed up to City Hall to advocate for their Wednesdays. Weekly Wednesday night Bluegrass Night is one of the live music events hosted at the local business that reopened on November 1st of last year after being closed during the pandemic. Supporters of Tantra showed up alongside owner Jeff Colasard.
We're here appealing the Planning and Zoning Commission's renewal of my conditional use permit.
This renewal included a more restrictive decibel limit of 60 decibels for outdoor amplified music. Now, according to MD hearings, 60 decibels is equivalent to the sound of a normal conversation or a dishwasher. The previous permit had a limit of 85 decibels before 10, 75 after, and a cutoff of 1030. Now, a handful of people didn't address Tantra, but there were 31 individuals who spoke during the citizen comment section and 26 who spoke during the public hearing section. Georgia Parker's been playing bluegrass music at Tantra for 10 years. I asked if, as a musician, she could speak about the decibel limit.
60 decibels is absurdly low and would be fine for a gated community. But this area has been zoned as downtown, and they got a conditional use permit that reflects that.
As of the day before the meeting, the City of San Marcos Council website had a 195-page document of comments in favor of the appeal. Now, only one person spoke in favor of the new decibel limit that would limit Tantra's live music.
Good evening. My name is Professor Lisa Marie Capoletta. They call me LMC. The crowd is packed with both sides of an important issue. No fear of retaliation, no fear of online bullying, no fear of slander, no fear of fake news stories.
One person who spoke, Katie Steele, says she found her community at Tantra. She's been going there since 2008.
The single person that was like, oh, there's both sides. She was the only person, and she was on a screen. Like, she didn't even have the guts to come up here. She is the only person on that side, and I wish that she would realize that she could engage in community and use Tantra as a place to connect with community instead of ripping it apart.
City Council voted 7-0 to return to the original conditional use permit's decibel limits. The permit will last 3 years. This is AnaBelle Elliott reporting for Bobcat Update. Now, I did an internship on Capitol Hill and created a campaign called Keeping Up with Congress. Social media style videos breaking down everything from hearings I attended to headlines of the week. I interviewed senators and representatives and protesters and aired it straight to you. I'm here at the Capitol Hill Club. Former President Donald Trump is set to meet here with House Republicans this morning for breakfast, Republican senators this afternoon. This is the first time he'll be meeting with them since he left office and since his conviction. Now let's hear from someone who was not in favor of Trump's visit to Washington. So what's your main message here today?
My main message is that this was a failed coup, and these guys are pretending that it was just a vacation visit to our capital. And they're bootlickers, and I hope they don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Now, I tried to interview several Trump supporters, and I was not able to get anyone who wanted to be on camera. But I did find someone who was in the room where it happened and was very much in support of Trump's visit to Washington.
President Trump saw me. I don't know how he saw me because I was sitting a ways back. And he said, hello, Marjorie. And he joked and he said, are you being nice to Speaker Johnson?
Now, after Trump met with the Republican senators in the afternoon, I was able to ask Senator Ted Cruz a few questions. Senator, do you think we're going to be seeing a watered-down Trump this time around?
I don't think it's possible to water down Donald Trump. He is who he is, and he's a force of nature.
Do you think that the felony charges have anybody in the Republican Party intimidated?
Focusing in on veteran suicide rates.
This just represents one day of veteran suicides. Enough is enough. So my name is Jesse Gould. I am a military veteran.
What do you want Gen Z to know about Biden's new immigration policy and your stance on it?
I'm profoundly disappointed by it.
So the immigration policy I asked AOC her thoughts on is an executive order announced by Biden on June 4th. So as a representative, AOC cannot issue executive orders like the president. What are your thoughts on the new immigration policy, and what questions would you like me to ask your congressperson? The Supreme Court struck down a Trump-era ban on bump stocks. Bump stocks are an accessory that allows a semi-automatic firearm to mimic a fully automatic weapon. Biden has called on Congress to ban bump stocks. We're interviewing your congresspeople, covering news conferences, and breaking down the news because you deserve to understand what's going on and be part of the conversation. Now, local politics, the mayor got sworn in. I'm here at City Hall. In a few minutes, Jane Houston and Amanda Rodriguez will be sworn in. Now, I was missing DC, but Capitol Hill came to campus. Beto O'Rourke, AOC, Bernie Sanders, and Greg Casar all came here for an event, and I got to talk to some of them. When politicians come to college campuses, are they hoping to actually reach the community outside of campus, or are y'all hoping to reach the students on campus?
Yeah. For my part, with Powered by People, our group of volunteers, we're solely focused on students. We want to make sure that they're registered to vote, that their registration is updated to the current address where they live.
Now, you gotta have thick skin when doing social media journalism. This one commenter critiqued me for interviewing a former representative, so I had to find a current one. With the vice presidential debate happening tonight, what do you think is the biggest difference between Vance and Walz?
I mean, it's about as big of a difference as you could come up with. You've got probably one of the biggest fraudsters and liars in the country with J.D. Vance, and one of the politicians of the most honesty and integrity in Tim Walz.
Here's an interview I did with the filmmaker in the studio. Thanks, Micah. I'm fortunate to have filmmaker Anlo Sepulveda with me. So Anlo, thank you so much for being here. Two things stood out about the film. So you chose to personify the river, and then there was no narration. What motivated you to make a film like this?
Yeah, me and my co-director.
So let's zoom into the river. How did the actual clarity of the river water affect the filming process? Hello and welcome to Bobcat Update. I'm AnaBelle Elliott. Reporter Blake Leschber has our first story today, a look at our local candidates and the issues they want to take on if voted on in this upcoming election. Hays County Commissioners voted to increase property taxes but cut the county budget. $40 million will be spent to pay down debt. This is AnaBelle Elliott reporting for Bobcat Update. During Texas State Homecoming, student-led groups come together and choose a representative to ride in the Soapbox Derby, earning points in the President's Cup competition. I remember the first time I voted, and a lot of students are in that position right now. Now, for my marketing job, we have a series where we try out different clubs and organizations, and here's a look at some of those. Keep a lookout for the bees. It's AnaBelle here. This is Try Texas State, and today we're going to learn how to vote.
Okay, Jennifer, so we're on campus today. What are you going to be showing me? Today we brought actual voting setup that we have with all of the equipment that you would see in a polling location.
As I vote, if I change my mind, if I make an error, I can always go back or forward.
Yes.
Right? I'm AnaBelle. We're at the rec today, and this is Try It Texas State, Taekwondo edition. Come on. Can you give me the pitch? What is Taekwondo? Why should somebody join? Why should someone be interested in Bobcat Buzz? You like jazz? I'm not afraid at all right now.
Ooh, this one's real good.
So there are some bees in the suit right now. It's AnaBelle here. I'm here with Connor, and this is Try It Texas State Bobcat Buzz Edition.
First step, you just want to crack it open.
And do we smoke them at all?
Yeah, go ahead and get a little smoke in there. I'm checking to see if there's any problems with the bees, trying to see how productive they are, and I'm trying to see what stages of the life cycle the queen has just put people in.
Oh God, there's a bee, there's a bee. Oh my God, it's on my neck!
Oh, it's stinging you.
In this world, the cameras don't stop, so stings and all, you gotta keep going. Wait, this is a good moment. So there are some bees in the suit right now, but what I just learned is that this one that stung me, by being really calm and waiting, we might be able to save her life by getting her out.
Here, let's move farther away.
Is that the one that stung me?
Yeah, that's the one that's stinging. See, this one has lost its stinger.
Because it's right here.
No.
What's up?
Oh, hold up. We should get that out soon.
Yeah. Look at these professional beekeepers. Thank y'all for handling this so well.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's do a little debrief with Connor. So we did get stung today. We did all the prep. We did everything right. What can we take away from that? We learned a lot today. We felt a lot, and we bobcat buzzed it up. Thank you so much for watching, and check out my portfolio to see the full versions of these packages. Good night.